Boom, boom, boom. Welcome. Good morning to the December 19th edition of Morning Mindset. First up, let me know, how does the mic sound? Kind of move some stuff around, so I'm not 100% sure. You'll let me know in the comments how that sounds. A couple things we need out of you is your 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, we're in that week of Christmas, right? That final push for things. We have jobs that need to be completed, so that way they can be picked up. So we've got some vinyl that needs weeded. We've got shirts that need pressed. We've got supplies that need ordered. We've got quotes that still need to be sent out. We've got invoicing to do. Those are our 5. On top of that, we do have DTF that needs to go out as normal. We've got I'm going to troubleshoot a printer. So we've got a good day ahead of us. As far as what it's like here, it is a chilly, like 12 degrees out. It is cold. The sun is out, but it is deceiving. It is cold. And we're still on our white monster kick. So that's what we got going on. Those are our 5 things. That's our weather. Because did I say that? I need to know where you're from. Where's the weather like and what's in your cup? That's the way we always got to start the morning. And then we're going to talk about some things that from like Thursday-ish, Friday, and really noticed it on Friday and then over the weekend as I was going through orders today. So some things that I can help you with to make sure that your orders get to you in a very, very timely fashion. So Renee, good morning. Mike, sounds good. Greetings from overcast and cold Chicagoland. Water in the cup. Yeah, it was cold. We went out to the alpaca farm. Alpaca. We went out to the alpaca farm yesterday, and it was cold out there. It was with wind chill. It was -1. It was not the pleasant. It was nice inside, but outside it was not super pleasant. But it is winter in the Midwest, but technically it's still fall, right? It's not until the 22nd. Is that right? 21st or 22nd. When's the winter solstice? When we've got, those 12 and 12. Is that right? And then no, summer. What is that? Yeah, 12 and 12, and then it'll get worse, right? Shortest day of the year. I don't know. I got to remember how that plays out. Anyway, it was cold, and I expect it to stay cold for a while. If you Facebook users, sound is good. I was going to say great, but it is good. Now, Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice together. So when that happens, we're not able to see who you are. So become a few. Now, the way to make sure that we should be able to see who you are, or at least what your handle is, right there. Go to fatdadlive.com. That will get you over to our YouTube side of things, and then we'll be able to see who you are. Chuck, what's up? Chuck, good morning to you. 51 degrees in Florida. No cup yet this morning. Hey, Chuck, it's 9:30. You should have a cup of something. A cup of Joe, a cup of booze, a cup of something. 51 now. Chuck, you guys are in for a cold spell too, right? That's what I think I saw, is that Florida's going to hit possible snow. That's something to think about this week. We are in the final push for Christmas. So I know people are going to want stuff. When you place an order with this, if you need it by Friday, you need to be selecting rush options for production and shipping to make sure that it gets to you by Friday. If you're good with the normal production, you're going to go into normal production. But I noticed a couple orders that came in over the weekend that were Christmas things that they're most likely not going to get until next week because of just how shipping is, right? Even Amazon. Last night, there's a couple things that I wanted to order from Amazon. They are not going to be here until the 28th. That's right. Amazon was like 8 days out on stuff and actually it's more than that, because yesterday was the 18th and it's December 28th for some of the stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Very few things from Amazon were we able to get still before Christmas. So even Amazon's running behind. So, if your customers are expecting stuff, be like, hey, listen, I'm not Amazon. And even they're 8 days out. So make sure to set those expectations for it. Now, for us, a couple of the stuff that's going out were stores that we closed last week. We said, yes, we will make sure everything is out before Christmas, have it in your hands. The reason we can do that is it's local pickup for organizations. So they'll be able to slide in, pick up their stuff, and get it out to their people this week. Our plan is to have all of our stores that were closed out done and in the hands of the customers by Wednesday. So 2 days, which means today and tomorrow is a heavy production day to get things done. Because actually the pressing of stuff isn't the time-consuming part. It's always the sorting, the packaging, all of that. When you're doing orders, make sure you are taking that into account. How long does it actually take you to check in boxes, to package boxes, to sort orders, to put orders together. You need to make sure that you're accounting for all that time. So when I see somebody say, "Oh, $10 for these shirts," I'm like, "Yeah, but you're only doing one, and you had to order it, you had to check it in, you had to press it, you had to package it, you do that." Be really, really mindful of what it actually takes you to produce a shirt that's in there. Alan, good morning to you. December 21st, winter begins. So that is 2 days, right? December 21st. And that's a 12 and 12, right? Is that when we get 12 hours of sunlight, 12 hours of darkness? Or no, this is the shortest day of the year, right? Is that how that works? The summer one, how does that work? I got to remember how that works. Is it spring and summer, longest day of the year, December, shortest day of the year, right? Is that how that works? I don't. Listen, it's been a while since I scienced, so hey, all right, we'll figure it out. FU Facebook user in Houston, it's 44 degrees out. Man, 44 would be very, very pleasant for us to start the morning with at there, but not too bad. Yeah, 44, not that bad. It's the same here, but when the sun is out, it makes such a difference. It always feels good, so much warmer. Always feels so much warmer. Absolutely. So when the sun's out and there's no wind, there's been plenty of times that I've rolled outside, in just shorts and my flippy flops when it's been under 10 degrees because there's no wind and the sun's out. And there's something about, especially for us, and we got blacktop, the sun rolling up off that feels great. We had like 8 days of clouds, and when you have 8 days of gloom, any sun is joyful, and to have the sun out and just feel it, where your dog sits there in the sun and just basks in it. Oh yeah, and a cat laying in the window, it is nice. But having that glimpse of sunshine definitely helps out. When is the winter solstice? First day of winter, the northern hemisphere is marked by the winter solstice, which occurs Wednesday, December 21st at 4:48 Eastern. So see, that's 3:48 for us. Now we just need to know I would just know it's at the 12 and 12 versus the shortest day of the year, and then it'll start to get longer. Is that how that works out? I gotta remember, man. Uh, Area is 27 on Saturday. Yeah, that's what I saw. That Christmas is like cold. There's like snow and stuff down there, which is something else to consider this week. There is going to be snow across a bunch of the country. There's going to be places that typically don't freeze in freezing weather. So if there's any rain, they're going to get snow. They don't have the equipment to clear roads, things like that. So be very mindful when you're ordering things this week that there could be shipment delays. The other thing that I noticed this weekend, that here's things that can cause shipment delays. If you do not include your full name in your order, that can cause a shipping delay. If you do not include your full address, meaning if you have an apartment number or a suite number, that can cause shipping delays. We go by what is you put into the system. A tag is printed out. That's all the shipping information that's on it that goes. So if you don't have your full address on it, if you don't have your apartment number, your suite number, your building number, or anything like that on it, guess what? UPS is going to try and deliver it. We have to wait till they try and deliver it, and then we can see about adding an adjustment on there. But that's up to you to start it first. Contact UPS and see if you're able to get that changed. You're able to stop it, pick it up from them, do something that way with it, and then after it's delivered, we can see what we can do. But that takes time. We've got some orders out there where people did not do that, did not put in the correct information, and guess what? It's kind of in a hold pattern. And we did our job. We printed, we shipped in a timely manner. You just didn't have the correct information on it. So please, please, please make sure that you have the correct information on it. That's correct email, that's correct address, full name. Anything that's on it that can help you get the package is going to be beneficial to you. Because if not, it's just going to take time. The other thing that can take time, if you're not uploading artwork correctly. We had a good handful of orders this weekend that had no artwork attached to it, had backgrounds in it, were super small so that if we enlarged it, it's going to be super blurry. Anytime we have to do anything other than just download your artwork from the site, make sure it looks good, that from what we can see what it looks like, meaning I can tell if I enlarge something, it's going to look like crap. I can tell if there's a background on an image, if those things like that, then it's going to add to your production time. Because what do we have to do? Now we have to email you. We have to wait for a response. We have to make sure everything's good. And it's not like we're checking email every 10 minutes to make sure that everything comes in. It could be a couple hours. It could be outside the production schedule for that day when are able to get back to emails. So the fastest thing to do is make sure that you're uploading files correctly, sized correctly, no backgrounds. Make sure you're uploading the file in general, the right type of file too. A PNG with a transparent background. There's people that have uploaded silhouette files or iDraw files or Infinity files. No, PNG file, transparent background. That's what we need in order to print. Anything else is just going to add to your time frame. And it could add a day or two onto it, just depending on what we need in the artwork. So make sure that you are doing that. Here, like Renee says, especially with Stormageddon on the way to the Midwest. We're about to get hammered. 7 to 25 inches of snow starting on Thursday. And for us, it depends on the way it goes. If it swirled, we were going to get that. If it didn't swirl, we were going to get a dusting to 400 inches. Anytime they say snow's coming, we're going to get 0 to 400 inches because I don't believe them until it happens. Now, they will usually get hit with a little bit more, that lakefront snow. We are getting yesterday. Was it yesterday? They said that river effect snow because we're between two rivers that we were going to get that, and we got a dusting, but nothing substantial. So I am not looking out for. I'm not looking forward to that. I will put shoes on or stay in the house. It is not looking fun or exciting starting on Thursday. Which remember, this week, short week, we'll be printing and shipping up until the 23rd, which is Friday. But we are only doing a half day on Friday. So if you're not, if that doesn't fall on that print schedule, we're going to be out of here at noon. So only 9 to noon on Friday. So we'll be in here for this morning mindset, and then we'll get right into our day. But noon on Friday, we're out. Next Monday, we're out. So Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, not going to be here. So don't expect to get emails answered or messages answered or orders or anything like that. It's holiday weekend. We'll get back to you when we get back in the office on Tuesday. So get that out there now. I'll make sure to remind everybody as we go along through the week, because we will have Wednesday for morning mindset and Friday for morning mindset. I will make sure to continue on it, to harp on those rush fees, not going to be here, that type of stuff. Darren, good morning to you, my friend. And that's right, Renee. Watch out for those falling iguanas when it gets cold. That's right down there. I forgot. And Sandy, 12 here, preparing for a blizzard on Friday. Yeah, us, like I said, we don't know. We won't know until it gets here and what's going to happen. Oh, and Brian, yep, you're in that same way. Possible snow today, -5 this Thursday. Yeah, it's weird the way it goes. I'm crossing our fingers that we are not going to get hit too badly. But if we do, remember that could be a horrible, horrible thing for shipping, printing, everything with that. Darren, there we go, Darren. Summer solstice is the longest day. Winter is the shortest. So this December 21st, is that right? December 21st at 4:48 Eastern. That's this winter solstice. So Wednesday is going to be the shortest day of the year. The upside to that is, to me, this is the way that I've looked at it, is then we're on the back end of it, right? We have the shortest day of the year, so now days will start getting longer by a few minutes each day, right? Even though it's winter and things are going to get crazy, but it's going to start getting longer. We've got, for us, January is kind of an iffy month weather-wise. February can be too. So, getting through December, nice chunk of it, but getting through January is where it's at. Now, January, we will be the last week of January. I'm going to start promoting this now and telling people it is the I think it's the 18th through the 23rd, something relative to that. I think it's the Wednesday to the Monday. We will not be in the office. So there will be no production at that time. If I hire somebody in between that, maybe, but I'm going with there will be no production in that time. So if you need something during that time and it needs to be rushed, we are not the shop for you. It's going to have to wait until we get back on that Tuesday. Now, we get back on Sunday, Monday. I think that was still up in the air. Even if we get back late Sunday night, Wednesday or Monday, we might do morning mindset, but I'm not going to turn anything back on until Tuesday, just so we can process orders that came in over that time, get everything back into it, and then we can get there. And you ask, where will we be? We will be out at the Impressions Expo in Long Beach. That is the 20th through the 22nd. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're actually coming in town on Wednesday and headed down to San Diego for a few days, and then we'll be headed up there for the show. Got some of our classes picked out, and then Sunday we're either flying back. It was like mid-morning Sunday or mid-morning Wednesday. or mid-morning Monday. The big thing is Corey is then turned around and flying out to Punta Cana. So we're trying to determine which way is going to work best for this. But even I think on Sunday, if we got back between layovers in Denver and Chicago, we weren't going to get back till later on Sunday night. So we'll keep everybody up to date on that. We'll be going out there. We'll be having some fun Impressions Expo. I just looked to see. I was like, oh, I wonder if they've announced who any entertainment was, because Rock did that last year, and it was Coolio. It looks like this year it's going to be on a boat. So it's going to be on a boat, and when I clicked the link, it was invalid. So they might have already given all the tickets out for that, and there's no entertainment. We'll find out and see what we can do. But otherwise, there was a nice little bar across the street from it, and we had a great time after the party there, the after show party. Met up with people, and we look to do that again this year. So we'll get to it, get closer, and try and see what we can figure out to get there. Let's check in and see what else we got. Wendy, morning. Been there, done that snow thing. Yeah, Wendy, how's that snow? Are you good now? Are you dug out? Are you fine over there? Because you had like 8 feet of snow, and I don't want that. I don't want that. What's the best way to measure for the inside of hood transfers? We're going to talk about that next month on Tuesday with Todd. Yeah, that is going to be the first Tuesday with Todd next year, is how we're doing the hoods. And when I show you, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. Because one of the issues that you have is everything's a different size, right? They're not standard size. So how do you make it work? How do you make it fit? We're going to talk all about that. George, good morning. Are you back now? I saw that you broke down along the way. Are you back or are you not back? Are you stuck somewhere? George, cold, should have stayed in Mexico. Yes. 18th through the 23rd. Yes, 18th through the 23rd is when it is. Wednesday said that the interstate was shut down for 5 days. Business is frustrating when you can't get your ears. Personally, grocery shelves are empty. Yeah, personal grocery shelves are empty. I can 100% believe that. That's one of the things that we run into with winter. I wonder how that is in the other, the southern hemisphere, because right now it's their summer, right? So there's summer, and Christmas is in the summer form, so there's no snow. It's beautiful out. They don't have that issue. Here we do. So we really have to be mindful of getting things when we can do it. And it always scares the hell out of me to offer things that we don't have in stock. Now, this week in store, we are going to be running a few specials on stockings for those last minute things, stockings and Santa sacks. So that way we can do same day turnaround of those. We wanted to make sure we had all of our orders taken care of for Christmas before we added more onto it. So look for those if you're a local customer for that. Oh, Wednesday, so they're predicting temps of negative 50 to 60. That's a negative 50 to negative 60 with wind chill, which means, Wendy, you need to do the water in the air and see if it freezes and post that, because that's always fun to see. I do. I like seeing that. We'll try it. We might try it if it gets that cold. But here, I don't think it's going to get too cold. I don't know. We'll talk about it Wednesday and see how the rest of it goes. But we do have, a busy day today. This is the last week before Christmas. How are you doing? Are all of your orders out? Do you still have orders to do? Are you still taking orders in? Except for us, normal print stuff. Today, in fact, when I was going through orders to set up, we've got jobs that are already for, there's stuff in there for Valentine's Day. There's stuff in there for Black History Month. There's stuff in there for Mardi Gras. There's stuff in there for, it looked like a wedding. Look like a January wedding. So, people are already getting stuff in to get ready for those next holidays, which, if this is your slow time, start looking at that. How can you do it so you don't have a slow time? We're looking at different specials to run throughout the year. We're trying to get our marketing calendar in place for next year for the showroom up front for Level Up. So we know these are the things that we're going to run every month, and we're going to do our best to stick with that. I did pick up a new app to help with our social media posting, at least on the video content of it. So we're trying that out this week to see how it rolls out. If it rolls out good, then great. We'll be able to do our best to help talk to you more about that. Next year plans, because we need to get talking about next year. How are you on your goals for this year? Have you met your goals? Have you exceeded your goals? Are you far from your goals? There's still 2 weeks left that you're able to, push that final push to get some of those goals met. And then what are you doing for next year? What did you learn this year that you want to apply to next year? What happened this year that you didn't want to happen next year? it's a good planning time to get ready for it. There we go. I stocked up on Fat Dad stock transfers, and this week offered limited quantities of designs for last minute. Order by 10 a.m., pick up after 4. There you go, Wendy. That's a great idea. Stock up on those stock transfers, those ready to press ones, and use it at that. We will be having, going right in that first of the year. There's Firefighter, there's Mardi Gras, there's Valentine's Day, there's Black History Month. Those are the 4 that I know are for sure on tap. We had also talked about doing a subscription bundle that will get you some from each one. That is still on the back burner. I'm hoping first quarter that we can do it. The main reason that we haven't yet is, like we said, on that billing side of it, on the back side, we just want to make sure everything's good with that. But we will talk about that, because once you get with that, then you're going to have your own standalone discount to be always have that ready to go for you. But hey, we got stuff to do. I know you guys have stuff to do. Get out there, make the most of your day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys Wednesday back here for Wednesday. Yeah. That's what it is.